Hi all, welcome to my channel. Today we'll discuss about the structure versus union. So we'll discuss about the difference between structure and union. Okay. So what is the first difference? The structure keyword is used to define a structure. Structure keyword is used to define a structure, and union keyword is used to even define union. So in case of structure, we will use struct. In case of structure, we will use struct. In case of union, we will use union keyword. So struct keyword, union keyword. ఓకే. సో మనము స్ట్రక్చర్లో స్ట్రక్ట్ అనే కీవర్డ్ వాడతాము, యూనియన్లో యూనియన్ అనే కీవర్డ్ వాడతాము. నెక్స్ట్ సెకండ్ పాయింట్, when the variables are declared in a structure, the compiler allocates memory to each variable's member. The size of a structure is equal or greater to the sum of sizes of data member in structure. And in union, when a variable is declared in the union, the compiler allocates the memory to the largest variable member. The size of union is equal to size of largest data member. So the main difference between structure and union is when the variables declared in structure, compiler allocates memory to each variable in structure. But whereas in union, largest data member size. Okay. Suppose ఒక స్ట్రక్చర్లో 5 వేరియబుల్స్ ఉన్నాయి అని అనుకున్నప్పుడు it will allocate all each variable. But whereas in union, when n number of variables are there, it will take only largest data member size. We will see this example, don't worry. Next, each variable member space occupied memory space, and variable members share the memory space, the large size variable. Next, changing the value of a member will not be effect on other variable members, and in case of union, change the value one member will affect on their variables. Okay. Next, each variable will be accessed at a time. Okay, in structure. So structure lo each variable we can access. So remember, ప్రతి ఒక్క వేరియబుల్ని మనం యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. బట్ వెన్ వీ హ్యావ్ యూనియన్, ఓన్లీ వన్ వేరియబుల్ విల్ బి యాక్సెస్డ్ ఎట్ ఏ టైం. స్ట్రక్చర్లో ఈచ్ వేరియబుల్, ప్రతి ఒక్క వేరియబుల్ని యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు ఒకటేసారి ఒక టైంలో. బట్ ఒక టైంలో ఒకసారి ఒకటే వేరియబుల్ మనం యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. We can initialize multiple variables of a structure at a time, but in union, only one data member can be initialized. All members can store some value at any point in the program. In structure, exactly only one data member stores value at any particular instance of a program. Structure allows initialize multiple variable members. గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి, స్ట్రక్చర్ అనేది మల్టిపుల్ వేరియబుల్ మెంబర్స్ని ఇనిషియలైజ్ చేయడానికి యూజ్ అవుతుంది. వెరాజ్ యూనియన్ అలౌస్ ఇనిషియలైజింగ్ ఓన్లీ వన్ వేరియబుల్ ఎట్ ఎ టైమ్. ఓకే. సో విల్ డిక్లేర్ ఓన్లీ వన్ వేరియబుల్ ఎట్ టైమ్ ఇన్ యూనియన్, వెరాజ్ ఇన్ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఇట్ అలౌస్ మల్టిపుల్ వేరియబుల్ members. Okay. Structure is used to store different data type values. Okay. And union, it is used to store one at time from different data values. It allows accessing and retrieving any data member at a time. But in case of union, it allows accessing and retrieving any data member. So this is about the structure and union. ఇప్పుడు స్ట్రక్చర్ యొక్క సింటాక్స్ చూద్దాము. సో హౌ టు రైట్ ద స్ట్రక్చర్? స్ట్రక్చర్ నేమ్. And how to write a union name. So the syntax here, గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి, type nothing but here data type. This is called as a data type. So member one nothing but these are variables. So in order to declare a variable for structure, you write struct, and structure name can be anything. I want to write structure for student. Okay, student open bracket data type. Suppose I want to write a rule number, that is integer, int rule number, and a character, that is a name. Idi, yeah. Now close, గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి important point. Open bracket is there, close bracket is there. With this semicolon is very, very important thing. So this is called as a structure. Remember, this is called as a structure. Similarly, union also. So there is a, in case of syntax lo rendu oke vidhanga untai. Even you can write union also similar. Union student 1 int roll number and char name of 20. So this is called as a syntax of a structure. So in case of syntax of structure, what we can do, just you can write a struct keyword, structure name. In case of union, you write union name. So this is a data type. This member nothing but a variables. So this is a syntax for structure versus union. Yeah. Ikkada చూడొచ్చు, this is an example for structure and union. So struct name is employee here. What is the name of the structure? Employee. This is a struct. So int id char name of 50. So this is called as structure. Whereas union name is employee and id and 50. So with this we have roll numbers, that is id and name in the memory field. So this is a example for structure and union. Now you can see one program which will demonstrating structures versus union. So hash include stdio.h. Why we are using? We are using standard input output header files. So here input is equal to scanf, output is equal to printf. That's why we used hash include stdio. Next, structure name. So here my structure name is struct job. Union job. My union name is union job. So ఇక్కడ మీరు చూస్తే structure లో we declared one variable called as name and second variable called as salary and the third variable called as number. And in case of union, the variables are name, salary and worker number. So remember, this is called as structure. This is called as structure. This is called as a union. So ikkada manamu union the structure rasamu. Okay. So remember, we have to create object for this structure also. So if you want to access the values in structure, you must create an object. How to create object? That is structure name, that is struct job, and open bracket, here we have variables, and you can write something like any variable name. I can use the structure object name as struct job. So this is the object name of the structure. Now, so here this is a declaration of, remember, this is a declaration of structure. ఇదేంటి స్ట్రక్చర్ యొక్క డిక్లరేషన్, ఇదేంటి యూనియన్ యొక్క డిక్లరేషన్. మరి ఇక్కడ ఏం జరుగుతుంది? సో వెన్ వీ హ్యావ్ స్ట్రక్చర్, రిమెంబర్ హౌ మెనీ బైట్స్ ఆక్యుపైడ్ బై క్యారెక్టర్ ఆక్యుపైడ్ బై 1 byte. సో నేమ్ ఆఫ్ 32, 1 byte into 32, this is equal to 32. And salary, the float will occupy 4 bytes. So this is whole thing is equal to 4, and int worker number. So integer will occupy 2 bytes. So integer అనేది 2 bytes తీసుకుంటుంది. This is equal to 2. So 32 plus 4, 36 plus 2, this is a 38. So total memory occupied by structure is 38 bytes. Again, union. When the union is there, so character name 32 will occupy 32 bytes, and float salary will occupy 4 bytes, integer will occupy 2 bytes. Remember, so out of all these, in case of union, only it will take maximum. So what is the maximum value here? Out of 32, 4, 2, that is 32. So the memory will occupied by union is 32 bytes. సో మనకి యూనియన్లో 32 bytes తీసుకుంటుంది, అదేవిధంగా స్ట్రక్చర్లో 38 తీసుకుంటుంది. సో ఇక్కడ printf size of union percentage d bytes size of u job. సో size of u job, what is this u job? u job అంటే ఏంటి? u job is a variable for union. u job is the variable for union. So the bytes occupied by this one is 32. So here this answer is 32 bytes. Next, size of s job. This is nothing but it is a structure. So the structure will occupy 38 bytes. So this is called as a differences between structure and union. Remember, only important thing, important విషయం ఏంటంటే in structure, sum of all data values, sum of all data types of variables. Okay, so here character will occupy 1 byte, float will occupy 4 bytes, integer will occupy 2 bytes, but here we have 32 is there, that's why we have 32 into 1 32, float 4, integer 2, so this is equal to 38 total. This is sum. But when we have union, it will take maximum from given all data types. So here it will take 32, it will take 4, 2. So maximum value is 32. So this answer is 32.